Good evening. Welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm glad that you are able to be here. I know that it's a Friday night, a full moon, and there's a lot of other things that may be going on in your life. But this is the time for you. I dedicate my life to a spiritual path. My name is Jaes, and I've been walking the spiritual path very consciously in service for over 30 years now. And I'm very grateful to be here with you tonight, or whenever you watch it. I will post it on my Facebook, and I will also post it on my YouTube channel. I've been practicing shamanism for over 30 years and working with people, many clients, lots of groups, teaching and going on sacred pilgrimage in the simplest ways possible. Pilgrimage is an intention and a journey, and also often to Peru, Bolivia, Chile, throughout the last 15 years. So tonight I thought a lot has changed in just the month that I'm doing these now on the full moon. A lot of changes have come about in our world, and I think largely within us. And I'd like to invite your true self, your whole self, the part of you that is greater than one lifetime, to come in, to awaken, so that you can feel that part of you guiding your life. Tonight I want to dedicate also to the larger community in the world, the communities of the ancestors that have brought us to this point, those who had ideas that may have seemed good at the time that they lived, and those that did not. The time of change is now. It is time. We are changing. And the most powerful place we can make that change is within ourselves, in our own lives, in our own consciousness. And what I love, among many things in shamanism, is it's a practice of consciousness and a connection to the earth, to all living things, to the natural world, to the animals, the birds, all creatures of this earth. That we understand that we are all interconnected and we are constantly interacting in this much larger metabolism that we call Earth. And in Quechua, it's called Pachamama. We are part of the Pachamama, the Mother Earth. We are part of humanity that is born from her. And so I call to the directions in order to create sacred space. And this is something that I've done every time, because even on video, which has now become so important as a connection between us as humanity all over the world, using social media in a way that, thank goodness, it's set up for, and we're able to connect. And so these are my prayers for us tonight to enter into sacred space. I'd like to go on a journey tonight with the drum that I'm going to use, and to use this full moon in Sagittarius to call down that energy of this full moon. That Sagittarius is such an optimistic sign, such a generous sign, a fire sign that's connected to the future. And I know in my heart that we are going towards a time that in many of the prophecies of indigenous people is a time of peace, a time of awareness, a time of living in reciprocity with creation, in balance. We're so capable of that. We're so capable of more than we realize. And some of the way that we get there is to heal what has been wounded and to retrieve what has been lost that belongs to us. And I believe this true self is inextinguishable, a light that burns always deep inside us. But we can throw something over it, We can get distracted. We can betray that part of ourself that knows the truth, that knows our soul's journey in this life, our soul's purpose, not with our head, but with our heart and soul aligned. And then the mind is in service to this greater purpose. So I want to invite that because that's what transformed my life. You know, the miracle of my life is so profound that I just give gratitude every single day that I'm sitting here now and able to talk and do and live the kind of life I live. It certainly wasn't looking that way when I was a young woman. I was very ill and I went through many tragedies and traumas. But no matter what you or your family or your ancestors, all of us have been through, we need to honor it all. We need to find that place in ourself, I've learned, that can embrace your whole self, that no part of you is an exile. No part of you is ever unloved and unlovable. So let's call in spirit and do a journey. And I'm going to use Florida water. It's a natural type of fluid to literally use my breath to call in spirit in the 4 directions and then above and below. And some of you know me well enough and maybe you want to join me. So I welcome you to join me now. And I hope you can hear me. Sachamama, Amaru, great serpent of the south, we call you to come now. We call you to come and be with us tonight in this full moon, this time in June in 2020. We call on the archetype of change and transformation to help us to shed that which we no longer need, to release what we have outgrown, even parts of our consciousness, so that we can expand into this wider, broader, more connected way of being. Come now, Amaru, great serpent, Kayaya. Antarango Choka Chinche, rainbow jaguar, spirit of the west. Come and be with us tonight. Help us track the power that lives inside us, that's true power, not the power over, not to take advantage of this power, but to work with this power, knowing that it belongs to all of us in each of us a unique way. That if we can claim it, that if we can stand up and own who we are and be true to that path that we came for, our community, our world will grow more in harmony, as will nature support us. Come, Antarango, you who track in the middle world, be with us tonight. Grandmothers and grandfathers, ancestor spirits, Surta Kinte, sacred hummingbird of the north, we call you to come and be with us in ceremony tonight. Thank you for all the wisdom. Thank you for taking us into the still place and being with us when we quiet our mind so that we can hear. Thank you for being with us now in this time of stillness on our planet when everything changed, instantly changed. We call the ancestors now to hold us as we step forward in our generation to move our hearts, our minds, and our spirits into a direction of wholeness. Kayaya. Apuchin, eagle, condor, spirit of the east, the rising sun, the light of this day that is dawning now for humanity. We call in the light. We call in the awakening. We welcome it, and we look to the future with hope. I call in that winged one of hope, but I also call in the promise that comes from our ancestors who told us that this would be a time, that we would need to stand strong, that we would need to understand things that were not understood for a very, very long time. But allow the ancestors to whisper from the north, and allow the ancestors to whisper through our bones and shake us until we awaken to that part of us that knows we're okay. Thank you, Eagle and Condor, for giving us the vision and holding that vision and not letting despair keep us from that vision of hope that brings the new dawn. Raya. Our Pachamama, sweet Mother Earth, thank you so much for our bodies made of you. Thank you for keeping us and holding us during this time of great change. We ask blessings, especially for those who are ill or suffering in any way in their bodies and their minds and their spirit, the emotions that are flowing in rapids now, rapids of change. Mother, be with us. Hold us as we transform. Help us remember our true selves tonight. Give us that seed. We will plant more good deeds, more possibilities into this lifetime. Thank you. Titaitai, Namakia, star beings, luminous ones, Mother, Father, Creator, we call you in. We ask you, sweet Father Sky, to rain down the blessings that we need at this time, to help guide our path, to help our leaders, those who have stepped into that position, and those who are yet to be strong and brave, and see the big picture, and hold us in this vision of what we are truly capable of. We thank you. May all four cardinal directions, above and below, be with us in our ceremony tonight. Blessed be. And I'd like to take this moment now to smudge, which is a practice that is done with many different ways of water, of herbs, and tonight I'm using Palo Santo, a type of wood, in order to ask blessings. And with these feathers, I bless and honor your crown chakra, your third eye, your heart chakra, not forgetting your throat chakra with your truth, knowing your truth, your heart embracing all the love that you're capable of, and not being afraid to let love in. Let it in. Let that love come into you and touch you deeply, fully, tonight, now. Your belly chakra, digesting your experiences, being in your power, shining your light, knowing your boundaries. Your second chakra in your abdomen, it's a sexual chakra, it's the creative chakra, it's the chakra that creates life. May it be blessed, and may you create abundance of all that is in harmony with your greater purpose. And your root chakra at the base of your spine, anchored to our Pachamama, the Mother Earth, helping provide for you all the things of the earth that you need in order to be comfortable and safe. I'm brushing you off from the right, connecting you to the Father Sun. I'm brushing you off on the left, connecting with the Mother Moon, and all the way down your spine, letting go of anything you no longer need. Let it go back to the Pachamama. She knows how to mulch it into something usable that will grow anew. Let it go. And I bless myself and on this space I'm in tonight, here in Madison, Wisconsin. Welcome. And on your space there, where you are, take that in and know that where you are is a safe and sacred place, because we are all connected and intention can create. Blessed be. I'd like to introduce you to my kultrun. This is a type of drum that is from Chile. It's a drum that is a bowl with a head and a design on it that is sacred to the indigenous people of southern Chile. And the Mapuche people know a lot about the earth. Mapuche means people of the earth. And so I'm playing this drum tonight thanks to Luz Clara, many years working together, and the initiations and the training that I've received from her and the people in Chile who carry this tradition. I offer it tonight as just one of many traditions of the earth that are connected to the earth in a way that calls to the spirit of the earth, we as her children, and taking on the responsibility and the beauty of being human. Please join me as I guide you in this journey. Journey to your true self. Calling to your ancestors, those that go so far back you don't know their name, but you know because your bodies come from them. Be with us now. And this is a meditation, a form of prayer, where you can close your eyes, relax in a chair, or even lay down, and allow yourself to use the door of your imagination going to a place that you know and love, a beautiful place in nature, a place you remember that is safe, secure, allowing yourself to be there now. Imagine yourself lying or sitting there, maybe up against a tree or lying in grass or sand. And notice that there is water nearby. Beautiful, clear water. Spiritual water. And letting yourself get up and walk towards that stream of water. Crystalline, pure. Stepping in with one foot and then the other. Letting the water wash your feet. Wash away all those things that took you away from your true self. Washing away how you may have bargained or negotiated too far. Washing away where you forgot this part of yourself that's so beautiful and trustworthy. And going a little deeper, and the water washes over your legs, to your thighs, your torso. You can lean back. Lean back. And let the water carry you. Not through this middle world, spiritually, the water is flowing to the place, maybe early in childhood, when you may have lost some of that spark, that beautiful light that you came in with when you were born. May have been in school, may have been something happened in your family, or maybe physically. Something in life comes, and we make choices, and the circle of life goes round and gives us new opportunities. Let's go back to that place, maybe the first time where you turned away from that beautiful, creative, loving light in you, maybe to fit in or to please someone else. Who is that? That old, young self of you? That wise spirit in a new body? What happened? Why did you turn away? Are you willing to come back? I'm here to come and get you. I'm here, and I love you, and I'm so sorry that you didn't feel loved. Maybe you didn't feel seen or heard, but I hear you. I see you. What do you need? I'm listening. Listen. What do you hear? And the river flows a little bit longer now, further from that early time to another time, perhaps in your adolescence as a teenager. Time to be you, time to explore. Maybe be angry. Maybe test things. What part of you is waiting in the middle world, here, that the river takes you to and delivers you to that beautiful part of yourself? Come home. It's time. I'm here for you. I love you. I'm so sorry for anything that happened. I'm here now, and I remember you. Will you come home with me? I love you so much. I'm right here, right now. Be with this part of yourself. Sometime in your adolescence, you for showing, sharing. Thank you even for silence. Thank you for being with me. Beautiful, new, being, almost adult self of mine. Thank you. And I invite you to come along into the river with me, to flow, to keep flowing with this beautiful child, and now this incredible adolescent teen. Come home with me. Step into the river, cleanse, wash, be nourished, refreshed, and imagine flowing now. Flowing a little further to a part of you as an adult. Maybe not now, or maybe now. Stepping out of the river again. What part of you, as an adult, let go of what was primary for you? That bargain that you wish you could change? Or maybe you lost a part of yourself. Where is that self? Come back now. I love you so much. I'm right here for you. Come home now. I'm here for you. I care. I need you. This is how we come home. Just being willing. Tell me, what do you need? What do you need me to know? Be with this part. And inviting this part of you home to step into the river, to wash off all that debris, all that clinging old stuff, washing it away in the spiritual river. Coming home now. I'm here now. I love you. I won't let go. And flowing, leaning back, you and your child, your adolescent, and an adult part of you, or whatever parts need to come home right now. It's okay if they don't. You can always go back. And the river flows, carrying you to the valley of the ancestors, with 3 parts of yourself, or however many, have come, and the water delivers you. And here the ancestors come to weave the strands of love, of connection. You belong. Those ancestors who felt whole, part of the earth, part of nature, are here, holding you, surrounding you with love, believing in you. You can do this. You can be whole and discover what that feels like. To connect to you the song of the Mapuche, which means I love you. I love the earth. We are part of the earth. Laying on the earth now with your true self, merging, integrating all those parts, those ages. Come into my heart. Come into my heart. And the very ancient song, Ayun, I love you. Ayun mapu newen mapu. Ayun mapu newen mapu. Ayun mapu newen mapu. Ayun mapu newen mapu. And the ancestors thank you and assure you they are always with you. They take you to the river now that is wide and deep and goes everywhere. And you can choose with your heart your direction, stepping into the water, cleansing, purifying, and flowing, leaning back, trusting the water to carry you back to the place on the earth where you began in our guided meditation, inviting these energies to weave into your soul, to awaken, to let yourself love and be loved. Come home now, sweetheart. It's okay. It's safe. And the river flows back to where you're lying on the earth. Beautiful place that you began this journey. Stepping out of the water. Your whole self, your integrated selves, being inside you as part of that indestructible core self, part of your wholeness. Invite the change, whatever it may be, supported by your ancestors, always there with you, calling you home to your true self. And let yourself gently come back, returning to ordinary reality, supported by the spirit of all of us as a community, holding this circle together, circle of wholeness, of being in our truth, of letting your light shine into this world and bring balance and harmony. In Quechua, it's called Aini, living in reciprocity with all creation, being that harmony within yourself and feeling it in your heart, even for a moment, plants a seed that can grow. And these are the times of change where so much is possible. Know that you can do this, that we can together. Thank you so much for joining me on that journey. And I'd like to close with a thank you to the directions, and you can join me if you'd like. Giving thanks to the directions, the earth, the air, the water, and the fire, above and below, coming together in our hearts and keeping us in sacred space so that we are living in harmony. So I wish this harmony for you and all your loved ones. Let's take care of ourselves and let's take care of each other in balance. Thank you. And we give thanks to the directions now. Please join me if you'd like. Sachamama, Amaru, Great Serpent of the South, thank you for being with us today. Thank you for holding us in sacred space. Jaya. Tarango Choka Chinche, Rainbow Jaguar, Spirit of the West, thank you for bridging between the worlds. Jaya. Grandmothers and grandfathers, ancestors, spirits, Sorakinte, Sacred Hummingbird of the North, we thank you for being with us. We thank you for the beauty and the wonder of what you created. And also, we are here to help heal and clean and make more balance where what you created was not in harmony. Thank you for working with us to create the new harmony for humanity and all creation. Ayaya. Apuchin, Eagle, Condor, Spirit of the East, thank you so much for opening the light to who we are becoming, to connecting us with a higher destiny. Thank you for being with us tonight and giving us the courage to be brave in this new world and to look for each other and to show up for one another. Thank you, Apuchin, Great Winged Ones of the East, Eagle, Condor, Kayaya. Our Pachamama, our Mother Earth, sweet Mother, thank you so much for all that you have done for us. Thank you for being with us as your children. We call to you now to help us heal physically, emotionally, spiritually. Help us come home to this beautiful gift that you've given us of life. Kehaya. And Titaitai, Mahakia, star beings, luminous ones, Mother, Father, Creator, Great Spirit above us, we thank you for being with us in our ceremony tonight. And we appreciate all the miracles that are possible that we are only beginning to experience. May we live on this earth in humbleness and beauty with the splendor of all creation, the four directions above and below. May we carry it in our hearts as a compass to guide our way. Blessed be. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. Thank you for being willing to take that journey with me. And I appreciate what each one of you does every day. Thank you for being who you are, showing up, being real, and contributing to how we are creating all of this together. Each one of us is so important. Sometimes we forget. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to make this available after tonight. It'll be on my page here on Facebook, and it will also be available on my YouTube if you look up my name, Jaes. Thank you for being with me tonight, and if you have any messages, I'd be happy to hear from you. I plan to do this again next full moon, and let's see where we're going in this next month. May you be blessed. Blessed be. Good night.